Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another day of Color Craze. Today we have a very simple color palette. It's just this turquoisey teal color plus gold and white. And I am also playing along with 30 Days of Sketches. This is the double page series. I'm only using one half because I am also shrinking the sketch because it is also Stretch the Sketch Day. So I'm using the right hand side as my inspiration and I am shrinking it down to two 6x12s. I have some more photos of Coda and myself in San Francisco. One walking at on the pier there, and the Transamerica building is directly ahead of her. And then some of us, one by the old stock exchange building, which is actually next to my husband's building that he worked, his San Francisco office is in. And then the others are just two of us walking along the waterfront area. So I'm adding these to be an insert between the two pages that I did on Thursday, and I am using some gray hoodie ink to go ahead and back my photos. She's got her photos backed with a darker color, so I'm taking inspiration from that. She's kind of got a grid style layout. I can't call it a grid because I've got 6x12, but I am stacking my photos up just like she's got hers stacked up there. And I really like the way that this ends up looking. So I don't keep a lot of cardstock in my stash, so I just use an ink pad to alter the colors. If you watch my channel, you might know that about me. So having a variety of inks is really handy for me, and it's for me it's cheaper because I don't use cardstock that often other than white, black, and maybe craft. So doing this method where I can just ink it up works great. You can see on her layout she's got some stuff or layers on the two outside edges of hers. I'm going with more of a corner feel, more of a bit of a diagonal, which I mean, I would say hers is a little bit of a diagonal anyway. I have rotated the sketch there, but you can see she's got some embellishment in what would have been the upper right hand corner, which is now the lower right hand corner. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm adding some gold Heidi Swapp Color Shine to my layout because the inspiration for Color Craze had gold in it. And I'm using a bunch of turquoise and teal embellishments on a white background, which is going to fulfill the Color Craze requirement of this particular layout. So I did go to my Spectrum Sherbert leftovers that I've had for ages. It seems like it is the Mary Poppins bag of collections. It just keeps coming. Like, I have no idea if or when I'll ever get this collection used up. I admittedly did buy quite a bit of it, but there was a lot of stuff in that collection. It's a couple of years old at this point, and I use it frequently. I've used it for Color Craze twice, and it's just not Color Craze. Kit Conspiracy, I used it for a week of Kit Conspiracy, and then we used it again for a whole month, basically, of Kit Conspiracy type stuff. So we tried to use it as much as we could for an entire month, and I'm still not out of stuff. Which is good because, you know, hey, it's great for this particular layout. I am using some acetate leaves to soften everything up. I really do like the leaves in the fact that they soften up my layouts and give it a bit of an organic feel, and I think that's really nice. So I love that. And then I'm just using my ATG to adhere everything down. While I do that, I want to remind you there are a bunch of people playing along with Series 16 of 30 Days of Sketches. Now, not everybody will be shrinking their sketch today because it is a double page series this time around. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of double page inspiration, but if they're playing along with Stretch the Sketch, they need to do it in whatever size they want other than the size that the sketch came in. That is the whole idea of Stretch the Sketch, is to change it to a size that it was not presented in. And we do this series every third Sunday of the month. Been doing it for 6 years now, and it seems like it's going to keep going for a while because people seem to like it. So I am inking everything up with a little bit of black soot distress ink to give it a little bit of pop off of that white. And I did use my tiny attacher to attach the tab in the bottom right hand corner. You're essentially getting two different stretches of this sketch because I am doing two 6x12s. They will not be side by side, they will be back to back, so each one has to read as its own little layout. And I think that works out fine. Here again, I am stacking up my photos. This is the second 6x12. I've got 3 photos stacked here, and I'm doing the same thing but in opposing corners to what I already did on the front side, and I really am liking the way that this is working out. I am just rifling through that bin of the 49 and Market Spectrum Sherbet stuff. I've got it separated by the cool colors and the warm colors, and that is how the collection came. You could buy the cool or the warm, or you could get both if you wanted to. And those bins are really awesome. That's an iris bin off of Amazon, and it is 12 inches in length, so it fits all of the 12-inch elements in it, which is great. So I'll put a link for that down below in case you're interested in those bins. It comes in, I think you can get like a pack of several or a few. Like, you don't have to buy a ton of them if you don't want a ton of them. I think I bought a 12 pack of them because I have a lot of stuff to sort. And also my other color bins that I haven't used in a little while, they are much smaller. So when it comes to anything that is longer than, say, 5.5 inches, I either have to find another place for it, or I have to cut it in half, or, or use it on a page so I don't have to store it because it doesn't fit any of the 12-inch lengths. So I don't sort these particular bins by color. They are more by collection because like I have my Spectrum Sherbet leftovers in it and my Nature Study leftovers in it. When it gets down to being just a few things left, then I will go ahead and sort it into my color bins. But because these all work so well together, I just keep them together by collection, and I really don't have any paper or much paper left from any of these collections, so no sense in keeping it with the paper because there is no paper. Might as well sort it into a bin. And this is actually a great way to keep it, even if you have paper. Pour your embellishments in here and you can kind of rifle through and figure out what you want, and you don't have to keep like a tray on your desk of those embellishments. I'm going to apologize right now for my cat being very noisy. He's still trying to get us to let him outside. Not happening. Now I'm going to use a couple of different wood veneer pieces from MK's shop from Some Assemblage Required. I'm going to use this paw print in the center of this circle because I felt like it was naked and needed a little something extra. And I think that might be the only one that I end up using today. Maybe this little bone. I think that's really cute too. So just a couple of them. And I did the same on my double page layout that I did on Thursday. I just had a couple of little wood veneer icons that I really liked and wanted to use. These are all from pet related wood veneer packages that she has. I'll put the link down below for that as well. And don't forget to go check out what MK's got on her channel today for Color Craze. She's probably also playing along with 30 Days of Sketches because that is what we kind of decided. And there is a link to a playlist for Stretch the Sketch down below, so you can see everyone else who is playing along with Stretch the Sketch this month also, as well as a playlist for 30 days. And you'll get lots of inspiration for your layouts today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you have questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can, and I'll be back soon with another one. See you then. Bye-bye.